AR has always strived to upgrade your knowledge of the basic fundamental principles of Ayurveda with a modern touch. आज का हमारे पॉडकास्ट का विषय कुछ ऐसा ही है कि जिसमें आज हम बात करेंगे द अपकमिंग न्यू मॉडर्न टेक्नोलॉजीज की, और अगर इसी का अमलगमेशन आयुर्वेदिक साइंस के साथ हो जाए तो उससे हमें क्या क्या बेनिफिट्स हो सकते हैं। तो आज के हमारे गेस्ट है डॉक्टर किशन सिंह। ही इज़ एन एक्सपर्ट techno experts from field of Ayurveda in my knowledge. Sir has established himself as a distinguished expert for those research fellows who are seeking innovative solutions. So welcome you, sir.
Thank you for inviting me, and I feel blessed that you have chosen me to talk about my passion and the knowledge which I want to share, or the advancements which are happening around us. And there is one saying which we goes like "Koop ke mendak." Ayurveda students or the Ayurveda fraternity, even you might have seen a famous joke recently which came viral, that Ayurveda doctors जो urine test sample लेते होंगे क्या वो कुल्हड़ में लेते हैं क्या? You might have heard this joke. So why is that? And there is no such media team or there is no PR team that which also explains that there are way much advancements, or even the Ayurveda field, how advanced it has become now. Okay, so I congratulate to you and your team that you are bringing the light. So whatever the advancements or what are the things which are happening in the Ayurveda, so I feel honorable and thank you for having me.
सर एक्चुअली मेरा सबसे बेसिक क्वेश्चन है कि मतलब ऐसा देखा जाए तो जब आयुर्वेद का जब लिखा गया हो आयुर्वेद, तब तो कोई मॉडर्न टेक्नोलॉजीज थी नहीं, एंड इट वाज द गोल्डन एरा ऑफ द आयुर्वेद कि मतलब अगर उस पीरियड में वो इतना अच्छा सर्वाइव कर पा रहा था तो मतलब क्या आज के मॉडर्नाइजेशन की उसको सच में ज़रूरत है या फिर वो ड्रॉबैक की तरफ ही ले जाएगा आयुर्वेद को?
Yes, so this is like a basic question any, not just you, any Ayurveda physician or a student will have. The question itself tells you that answer relies on it. For example, if you see, there were people who were living life. They were healthy, they were having everything 100 years back as well. But why you need all these technology for living now? You are even sitting with the iPad today, and why you need that? Even you can take a paper, set of questions, and you can ask. We can have a conversation. There is no requirement of technology. So likewise, Ayurveda was surviving, and Ayurveda was, I was say, flourishing without technology. But see, the advancements and the, what you say, ease of technology which it gives you, definitely to Ayurveda physicians, to Ayurveda students, as we believe, like to the society, it is there. So yes, we do need technology, and a good and ethical use of technology should be there. I say must be there.
तो सर मतलब हम किस हद तक मॉडर्न टेक्नोलॉजीज को आयुर्वेद में इनकल्टिकेट कर सकते हैं?
Well, limits are, there is no limit. You can go beyond whatever you say. Like it depends on the one's capacity and one's thinking and how they want to use it and what they are using it for. So it's we in Hindi we say do dhari talwar. So it means there is a positive side way of it as well as negative side way of it. So with the proper guidance and proper analysis, you can use for the betterment of Ayurveda.
ऐसी कोई लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी जो भी आयुर्वेद के बहुत ही काम आई हो, आपके ध्यान में हो ऐसी कोई?
Technology, can you be more specific? Like if you say in academics, let's just say academics, you won't see any, if you say like for the modern medicine, you go with the e-book or textbooks, whatever textbooks are there, basically we refer those. And for the any competitive exams, you might be seeing there were earlier only, few textbooks were there by which you appear in the exam and you do like just basic thing. But like any other sciences, Ayurveda also has developed. It was little late, and I congratulate the Ayush Ministry. Recently, they have did this TKDL, your traditional knowledge library is there, Even our PM Shri Narendra Bhai Modi ji also talks about it, the digitalization. And you will surprised to know that ABHA, ABHA, which is for the normal society or the general population, as well as for the health practitioners, it is also there. So digitalization is happening. All other all other fields are digitalizing. So why don't we?
Okay.
Why can't we? The facilities are there, resources are there. We should take good advantage of them, and we should evolve that idea.
As we are talking on the academic, how it is helping the students of the Ayurveda to upcome in these new modern technologies?
Uh, as an academician, I must tell you that since there is more of negative ways are more there, uh, as we say, the use of technology in the Ayurveda field, especially in teaching and learning. So basically, students have used less for the betterment, but instead of for the the other ways, like just take an example, AI, whatever you say, Chat GPT, Quiltboard, and all these tools, they're using it for the, let's say, skip to the learning part, or skip to the hard working part. So anyhow, everyone has to go through the learning process, and it will come, you have to go through all the data, you have to learn from it, and then you can be, once you are at a stage that you know things already, but it is just repetitive task you are doing, that you can utilize those tools for. Okay, so that is my way of telling that you can utilize these things in a proper manner. Okay, so let's say it's a very less margin or a gray area, that you can say proper utilization, as well as in the way of misusing the technology to just cheat or to outgrow something.
सर मतलब अभी रिसेंट मॉडर्नाइजेशन में टीचिंग एड्स में कुछ हेल्प हुआ है, क्योंकि जब हम पढ़ा करते थे तब एक्चुअली जो मॉडर्न सबसे हुआ करता था इट इज़ पीपीटी प्रेजेंटेशन ओनली, उससे ज़्यादा कुछ मॉडर्नाइजेशन नहीं था। तो अभी कुछ रिसेंट एडवांसेस हुए हैं टीचिंग एड्स में?
That you can ask yourself. I'll say that attention span, or whatever attention span or the concentration of the student was there 5 years back, it is not there right now. So we have a habit of turn pages like this. Earlier it was this, now we turn pages like this, and earlier we used to sit and study for hours, and now we get bored even after 15 or 30 seconds, and you expect from the teacher as well that for one hour conversation or for the 1 hour class, you want he or she wants your full attention, but you have got very less attention span. So you could say, because of the use of technology, or because of increasing in the time span, or let's just say concentration level of students, it's numbers, if you check the stats, or if you check any research related to that, it has gone really down, and it is affecting the learning as well. So the implementation, no doubt it is helpful, and since we are talking about the research and studies, it is helpful for the higher studies. Okay, so as you mentioned, using of PPT or using of any tools in teaching learning methods, wherever required, it is useful. Okay, I'll give you my subject example. For example, earlier, anyhow, even today, we learn anatomy by the dissection only.
Yes.
Okay, so we do have theory classes, and we do dissection also. But what happens when if you say technological advancements in the anatomy field has happened, that anatomy is stable, or the complete anatomy, or there are certain tools which are helping you to learn anatomy in a digital way. But how much they are effective, how much knowledge students is getting, or will by only stimulation or by only learning anatomy on those table, or only on softwares, will the student will be able to perform the surgeries or not. He or she will be a true clinician or not. That is, not, you can say, in the current state. Still they have to go through dissection, but at the same time it is addressing a huge problem which we say, like formalin, as you know, everyone knows the smell
Burning
and the
eyes.
yeah, the smell and the that dissection hall fear, what you call. So that also it relieves that. Then whatever side effects of those are happening. Another thing is, since the body donors are very less, so you get, we are lucky, if you see worldwide, we are lucky to get cadavers or by the donations or by the government bodies to have a dissection or have a proper knowledge. But there are certain countries, there are certain colleges which will not receive or which will not get the cadavers for the dissection. We recently had a problem, like in the after COVID era.
Yes.
So there was very shortage or lacuna of cadavers. So in those fields, these has to be addressed. Since there is no cadaver, does not mean you will not study anatomy. So that is why technology will help there. You can make a intervention there. You can add such certain tools which are helping student to gain the knowledge. But these are the only answer? No. You have to have the realistic or whatever the things were going on earlier, that has to be there. So I believe integrative approach is needed. It is not just about Ayurveda, but about the other medical field as well.
अभी सर आपने बताया वर्चुअल डिसेक्शंस का, बट आर दोज दैट मच एक्यूरेट जितना हम ओरिजिनल बॉडी पे करते हैं, या कहीं पे उसकी एक्यूरेसी थोड़ी बहुत कम होती होगी?
Very good question. So those modules or those the softwares or those tools are developed like an what you say, identical situations or whatever is normal, and it is it's through the process of narrowing down, making the standard protocols, and by that they are making it. But it is not true in the case of when we have the cadaver. There will be variations. There will be certain things which he or she, the cadaver, when throughout their life they might have gone through some procedures. Not a single cadaver, I believe not a single cadaver in my career we had. There is one or another, either there will be anatomical changes will be there, one or another part. So that is life. Maybe they have lost their limb due to a road traffic accident. There is implantation of many joints. There is cardiothoracic surgeries were done. So it is not like that you will get all intact part in a cadaver, but in that software or in that tool, it is prepared in that way that whole part or whole parts are normal. Though they will give you knowledge also, their applied aspect also, and their learning methods or whichever you want to integrate in those, that is optional, and based on the requirement of the student as well as the teacher, these can be modified. So that is there.
और सर इसमें आगे स्कोप क्या है, मतलब इसमें और आगे कुछ रिसेंट एडवांसेस हो सकते हैं या जस्ट?
Like I said, this is endless, or it is depending upon one's imagination and opportunities and the resources, available resources. Okay, you could you could ask me that why it is not happening. Okay, for example, if you see today the modern science, or what you call as allopathy science, where it was 100 or 200 years ago, but what is its condition right now? You take it from the pharmacological aspect, take it from the diagnostic perspective, take it from the learning tool or teaching tool perspective. Okay, so if you see this 100 years back, they were all depended upon the clinical diagnostics. Okay, there were very limited tools to diagnose. Okay, and in today's era, you see, even recently, I have heard this guy, I forgot his name, like most measured person on earth. Okay, I heard his podcast with Nithil Kamath. He left in between due to air pollution. So you can see that they have reached up to the mark that what is there. They are measuring everything. Okay, you can utilize those tools. Can you do that? How you will use that in their science? Does any MBBS person or any medical doctor invented the X-ray? No. Did they used it for the MRI? No. Other faculties or other fraternities have developed these tools. They have integrated the application of these tools. They have integrated it. Then they are utilizing it. Now, if I say MRI, you will only know that it is used for the diagnosis. There are other use of MRI. There are other use of abundant like X-rays. You may know like X-rays are not just used in the medical field, isn't it? So same way, there is tools are many, and they are in and around us. But how you use it, what use you can make it of. Okay, but why in Ayurveda it is not happening? It was already there. So in my perspective, it is like chicken egg situation. Like you might have heard, no, पहले मुर्गी आई या अंडा, तो अंडा नहीं तो मुर्गी कहाँ से, मुर्गी नहीं तो अंडा कहाँ से. Okay, let me break it down for you. So we say like scholars, what we get in Ayurveda. So this is a pretty big challenge, or let's say it's a proven fact that whoever gets the top top scorers, or what we call as cream scholars, they will choose the other sciences, but not Ayurveda. When there is no option left, they will come to Ayurveda. So first thing is, we are not getting a good scholars, or those who are having the zeal towards to work or to do the good research. Okay, then they will though they will do good in their academics, they will, but they don't have that zeal, or they don't have that passion to, or they don't have that what do you say, ऐसी भूख नहीं रहेगी उनको कि मैं बाहर जाके कुछ ग्रेट करूं या टॉप पे रहूं. Okay, then they will go out and then they will not perform. They will perform average. They will do like whatever is happening, they will keep it at that level. Okay, next, the next students come, they will see how others are doing. What is the market of BMS? How they are performing. So they will see, top students will see कि जो टॉप रैंकर है वो पहले देखेगा कि बाहर मार्केट में क्या कंडीशन है. भाई आज की डेट में अगर एक आयुर्वेदा ग्रेजुएट है तो वो क्या कर रहा है, उसकी अर्निंग्स कितनी है, उसका सोसाइटी में क्या रेस्पेक्ट है. सो दे विल एनालाइज दिस एंड देन दे विल चूज which field or which area they need to go. So since we checked already, they won't be performing well. So again, they will not choose Ayurveda. But this situation is changing. That government has provided funds. They have pushed or motivated, supported very well since the formation 2014, and even in the COVID situation, everyone got the proper knowledge about the Ayurveda. And then the recent, as demands increase, everyone is thinking, now you see there are good scholars coming to learn Ayurveda. There were great scholars as well. There, but they are again limiting their knowledge to themselves. There is no use of what you say, that spread of knowledge, or the talking and learning, or teaching, or giving your knowledge, or spreading your field is not happening. So that needs to be done, and Ayurveda will flourish. As you say, it is already flourishing.
AI सर किस हद तक आयुर्वेद में आ गया है, और उसमें और क्या रिसेंट एडवांटेजेस हो सकते हैं AI से?
Good point. So AI, since everyone is talking about AI, artificial intelligence, We say, why it can't be Ayurveda intelligence?
Yes.
Yes. So there are difficulties. Okay. So AI tools are available for everyone, for each and everyone can access them. It is free. But again, the problem comes that which are the tools you can use, how many tools are okay or they will give a proper result to you. So certain researches need to be done. There is machine learning modules are there. You need to train those modules, and it is difficult because Ayurveda, you see, it is why when industrialization was occurring or industrialization was happening, why Ayurveda is failed to grow, or why it is not what you say vigorously expanded as other medical system or any other system, because of personalized regional approach. I'll tell you in a simple word, like for example, if you are having any symptom, if you are having any disease, I can give you simple medicine, but same medicine I cannot give you another person. Though he is showing same symptoms, he comes from same region, you can give, it may show the effect or not, but that standardization, what was lacking to provide everyone, that wasn't there. So Ayurveda is such a personalized and approach. It takes very personal approach to the patient and to the region also. The medicine they are giving, it is available. Is it available in your region or not? It is satme to you or not? It is like how it was prepared according to the patient. So you will see even today itself, the traditional practitioners, they are giving the medicines according to they will they themselves will prepare the medicine for the patient. So that is a big thing. Isn't it mean that you cannot do or you cannot scale the Ayurveda? You can, but it has to be addressed in that way, that you should address the personal or personalization to the patient or for the well-being of the society. You can work on it. Answering your question on the AI tool, what AI tools are there? AI tools are, as everyone knows, ChatGPT, this Copilot, Gemini, all are there. But how you want it, what you want from it, first come up with a question, come up with problem, train the machine modules, and then do that. Like currently, that zeal is not there. What actually you want to do with AI? AI is already there. Tools are already there. But where you want to use it? Find an application of those tools. So it is the duty of Ayurveda students, Ayurveda researchers, that in what way we can analyze those tools, we can use those tools for the betterment of patient, betterment of teachers, betterment of students, and overall betterment for the society. That's what we focus.
सर आजकल देखा गया है कि AI इज दैट मच एडवांस कि एलोपैथिक कंसल्टेशन भी कर सकता है. क्या आयुर्वेदिक कंसल्टेशन कर सकता है? क्योंकि आयुर्वेदिक कंसल्टेशन इज नॉट दैट मच इजी.
Yes, easy is not modern medicine is not. Oh, sorry, allopathy medicine
Yes.
is not that easy as well. But only thing is how you are training a student. That has to be done to the
Tools also.
AI.
Yes.
Okay, let's just say who is willing to train AI? Who have got all resources, all the first thing, we don't have the data. The data it requires to train on it. Tell me the biggest data, or like the data centers or any Ayurveda data centers you have in your mind. Patient data center, treatment data centers. You tell me. So on what you will train the AI on?
Yes.
You don't have the raw material to. Okay, it is recently started even that earlier if you want any textbook or you want an article, any research data of any Ayurveda topic, just search Ayurveda. you will get hundreds of articles by the non-Ayurveda people. They have just read superficially, they know a thing or two, they will write whole article because they know the demand of these articles, and they will float it around. In the scientific community, in good journals, you will find very few articles, though they are very good articles, but the data set, the data on which AI modules need to be trained is very less. And how we will expand that, how we will train that, so that data could be generated. We are having good number of patients, we are having, good set of doctors, good set of teachers, everyone think like that. They all have to come together, build a certain data, and then we can work on it. Someone has to, कमर कसनी होगी किसी को तो ये काम करने के लिए, तो जो ये करेंगे उसके बाद में डेटा सेट हो सकते हैं, आप उसके बाद में AI मॉडल को ट्रेन कीजिए. Tool is already there, tool is with you, and it is available free. There are n numbers. I'll give you a simple example. You just upload whatever data you have, whatever, let's just say you have read one topic, any topic, you name any topic, कोई भी जो recently आपने पढ़ा हो, आयुर्वेदा का कोई भी topic, fever, let's just say ज्वर पढ़ा आपने, ठीक है, तो ज्वर के ऊपर आपने जितना भी डेटा कलेक्ट किया है, ओके, यू जस्ट लीव थिंग्स असाइड, ज्वर के ऊपर आपने जितना भी टॉपिक तैयार किया है, आप उसको जस्ट अपलोड कीजिए. आपको उसमें जरूरत भी नहीं है कि आप उसका पेड वर्जन लो, चैट जीपीटी, जेमिनी, मे बी वट एवर टूल यू हैव, उसको पूरा डेटा अपलोड कीजिए. ज्वर के आचार्य चरक के अकॉर्डिंग, आचार्य सुश्रुत के अकॉर्डिंग, काश्यप के अकॉर्डिंग, और इन सभी के अकॉर्डिंग चिकित्सा क्या है, कौन से अध्याय में है, ये सारा डाटा कंपाइल करके आप चैट जीपीटी में अपलोड कर दीजिए. ओके, मेक इट लोकल, लोकल क्लाइंट से आप उसको लोकल बना दीजिए. देन आस्क क्वेश्चंस कि मुझे इस लेवल का, इस डिग्री का फीवर है, इतने दिन से है. इफ़ यू रिक्वायर सम क्वेश्चंस, और इफ़ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चंस रिलेटेड टू मी, यू कैन आस्क मी. और उसको पहले से ही गाइड कर देना है कि आई एम ट्रेनिंग ऑन यू दिस मॉड्यूल्स, मैं आपको एज ए आयुर्वेदा फिजिशियन मान रहा हूँ, मुझे आपको ज्वर से रिलेटेड हेल्प चाहिए, जहाँ तक ज्वर के ऊपर लिटरेचर की बात है, ये टॉपिक्स जो आपने कंपाइल किया है वो उसमें अपलोड कीजिए. अब मुझे बताइए मुझे कौन सा ज्वर है और मुझे कौन सी चिकित्सा लेनी चाहिए. यू सी द रिजल्ट्स.
मतलब
so training the AI is big task. Compiling that raw data, why I said only the charak or sushrut or the the references, because that is authenticated data. Authenticity is there. Now that authentic data sets are required. Okay, let's just say जवाब आया कि भाई आपको कोई भी आप एक ऐसे डिजीज का रिसर्च किया, आपने संहिता से वो डाल दिया उसका डेटा, क्या वो रिलायबल होगा? क्या जो उसका आंसर आएगा वो आप करोगे? उन्होंने कह दिया 10 मूल का प्रयोग करो. 10 मूल कहाँ से लाओगे? उसके अल्टरनेटिव क्या हैं? तो सिर्फ संहिताओं को अपलोड करने से आपका काम नहीं चलेगा. आपको करंट सिनेरियो में और जो करंट एरा में जो चीज़ें चल रही हैं, जो रिसेंट एडवांसमेंट्स हैं, रिसेंट अवेलेबिलिटीज़ हैं, उनकी डेटा सेट चाहिए.
सर और कोई ऐसे डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म्स है, मतलब एआई को छोड़ के, गवर्नमेंट हो, अदरवाइज कोई भी प्राइवेट पब्लिक को बिलोंग करते हो, जो आयुर्वेद स्टूडेंट्स को हेल्प कर सके?
यस, सो आप जैसा अभी हमने मेंशन किया कि पीएम मोदी जी डिजिटलाइजेशन पे बहुत फोकस कर रहे हैं, वो सभी जितने भी हेल्थ सेक्टर्स हैं और हेल्थ सेक्टर का जितना भी डेटा है उसको वो डिजिटलाइज कर रहे हैं. आपने आभा ABHA का जो नाम सुना, उसका आभा का सभी का फॉर द सिविलियंस एज वेल एज फॉर द हेल्थ वर्कर्स. तो उन्होंने उनके ऊपर उन्होंने दिया है कि आपका सारा डेटा डिजिटलाइज हो जाएगा और एनी हेल्थ वर्कर कैन एक्सेस दोज. उसका एक बड़ा फ़ायदा ये होगा दैट वी टेंड टू फॉरगेट, और द मेडिकल हिस्ट्री जो है जब भी आप जाते हैं हॉस्पिटल में, इट प्लेज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल, और वो की रोल है किसी भी डिजीज़ का डायग्नोसिस में और उनके ट्रीटमेंट के डिसीजन में। तो आप क्या कर रहे हो, जब भी कोई पेशेंट आता है, उसकी हिस्ट्री और पास्ट जो हिस्ट्री है उसका एक्सेस आपको एट वन क्लिक अवेलेबल होगा। उसने कौन सा मेडिसिन लिया, मैक्सिमम टाइम पेशेंट को पता नहीं होता है। वो बोलेगा मैंने लाल गोली ली थी, पीली गोली ली थी, वो लिया था, ऐसे राउंड गोली ली थी। ही डजंट नो व्हाट ही वाज टेकिंग। मैं पर्चा वहाँ भूल गया, पर्चा खराब हो गया, हाँ पर्चा पॉकेट पैंट की पॉकेट में, कुछ वो नहीं है। ठीक है, वो जांच करवाई थी उस इतने दिन पहले थे, कुछ कंपेयर करने के लिए आपके पास बेस नहीं है। बट because of this digitalization, you will have the data of the patient as well as the data of the society. That the data center will be, will become more heavy, or you are to say it will empower the social well-being. So you can even plan things that in if this age group is suffering from these, or where the endemic or epidemic, what are the case scenarios. So these data set will provide the information, primary information to the doctors as well as to the patients. Secondary, now you can see for the child immunization. If you go to, for just search child immunization schedule, and there will be government website will come. There you have to register. Even the health workers will contact you. They will have your data. They will, prior message will come that you need to immunize your child on these dates. These immunization needs to be done. So all this is happening because data is available. You are filling the data. Okay, for tomorrow, if anything happens, or any new researches you want to conduct, it will give you data set of your population. So on that you can work. So currently, anyone who wants to, go ahead and work on AI or artificial intelligence in Ayurveda, let's start a drive to build a data set, to build a raw material which will require to train AI. And as you asked, there will be definitely an AI tool to diagnose or to give you treatment through Ayurveda. So that is required. It's the complexity is there, but again, AI is, you can train AI. The complex, even the human brain cannot understand. At that level, you can train the AI.
तो जो भी मतलब मेन आयुर्वेद फ्रेटर्निटी को काम करना है वो है डेटाबेस कलेक्शन और
उसकी प्रॉपर ट्रेनिंग।
यस
और उसका एक मेन जो एग्जाम्पल है, या मेन जो अडेप्टेबिलिटी का है उसका, मैं तो हमेशा कहता हूँ, इस श्लोक तो सुना होगा आपने, कफम पंगु
पित्तम
पंगु पंगु मलधातवा वायुना यत्र नियंते गच्छन्ति तत्र नैव। तो मैं तो कहता हूँ प्रोफेसरम पंगु स्टूडेंटम पंगु महाविद्यालय। That means even the older generation, that what you say as a teachers, or the colleges of Ayurveda fraternity, they don't want to, evolve related to the recent advancement which are happening. They don't want to upgrade. And as we discussed earlier, it is again big problem. The huge infrastructure, huge funds are required, and since the students are less, recently the scenarios has changed. The government or regulatory body and CSM has made some minimum standards which are required. But the thing is, every college thinks those are the maximum standards. These points we have to finish on. But this should not be there. Those are minimum standards. Colleges should go beyond that. They should provide more facilities. They should think of Ayurveda as at a huge level. I believe then it will be a great success. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
मतलब और सर एआई का यूज़ करके आयुर्वेद जैसे एकदम इतने टीडियस सब्जेक्ट को कोई ऐसा कोई तरीका है कि जिसे हम ईज करके समझ पाए? फॉर एग्जांपल गेमिफिकेशन का यूज़ करना, ऐसा कोई?
हाँ, आप कर सकते हैं। जैसे अगेन ये मोर ऑफ पर्सनलाइज रहेगा, मोर ऑफ लर्निंग मैथ पे डिपेंड करता है। आप किस डायरेक्शन में लर्न करना चाहते हैं, उसको किस चीज़ के यूज़ करना चाहते हैं, क्वेश्चन पूछिए, यूज़ कीजिए। सिंपल, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, जो है टॉपिक आपको लर्न करना है, आपने लर्न किया, यूज़ एआई एज योर स्टडी पार्टनर, उसको दीजिए, प्रिपेयर फ्लैश कार्ड्स, प्रिपेयर सम क्वेश्चंस, देयर आर एन नंबर ऑफ, जस्ट गूगल जो भी आपको प्रिपेयर करना है। फॉर एग्जांपल, प्रिपेयर अ माइंड मैप, आपको लोअर लिम्ब के मसल्स लर्न करने हैं, तो जस्ट गूगल प्रिपेयर माइंड मैप्स ऑफ lower limb muscles. So it will give you the region, then origin, then insertion, then it will prepare the segments, and it will give you the whole chart. Okay, what earlier we used to give to the student कि आप एक चार्ट लीजिए, उसमें एक मसल लीजिए, इसमें ओरिजिन लिखिए, इंसर्शन लिखिए, वो कौन से ग्रुप की है, कौन सा वो है, क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ बोन्स, वो बनाइए आप. It will give you those tedious tasks. It will become easier, but again you have to learn, you have to practice. Those can be used, no doubt, but again you have to think of the uses. What type of learner are you? आपको अगर डिस्कशन करना है, गूगल स्टार्ट कीजिए, जेमिनाई यूज़ कीजिए, जेमिनाई में 1-to-1 टॉक कीजिए, गिव इट सम क्वेश्चंस, बट फर्स्ट प्रोवाइड इट मटेरियल कि मैं ये इस मटेरियल में से आपको क्वेश्चन पूछने वाली हूँ, मैं बताने वाली हूँ, या मुझसे क्वेश्चन पूछना है जो बाय, तो उस हिसाब से आपको करना है. तो इट कुड बी गुड टूल टू लर्न.
और सर वर्चुअल लैब्स का क्या सीन है? मतलब वर्चुअल लैब मतलब एलोपैथ तो जनरली बहुत यूज़ करते हैं, तो आयुर्वेद में यूज़ हो सकता है उसका?
हाँ, क्यों नहीं. अभी हमने डिस्कशन किया कि जो टूल्स हैं वो अवेलेबल हैं सभी के लिए.
इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन अस हाउ वी यूज देम.
आपको कितना चाहिए, क्या चाहिए, वो है. इस जग में सब है. पंच महाभूत से बना है संसार, नहीं? आप उन भूतों का, उन पंच महाभूतों का किस अनुपात में, किस रेशियो में, कहाँ यूज करते हैं, सो है सभी कुछ अवेलेबल है. VR हेडसेट का आप देखिए, द स्ट्रगल वी हैव इज we have, earlier the knowledge or the earlier what teachings were into 1-to-1 only. So उसके इवॉल्वमेंट में देखें आप, तो उसी सीक्वेंस में चलते आए. किसी ने ये हिम्मत नहीं किया है, किसी ने उसको चैलेंज करने की कोशिश नहीं की कि these things could be possible. देखिए, आप उसको सिंपल इसी वे में देख लीजिए. अभी रिसेंट सिलेबस चेंजेस हुए कितने, उसमें आयुर्वेद फेटर्निटी में आप पूछोगे किसी से, ये क्या कर दिया है यार, ये ऐसे कोई आयुर्वेद लर्न होता है, ऐसे कोई सीखा जाता है, ये कोई तरीका है? आप पूछिए, किसी भी टीचर से पूछिए, ये नहीं. बट इफ यू जूम आउट, इफ यू लुक एट बर्ड आई व्यू, you will know that this is a perspective, broader perspective, that current methods of teaching learning, what we have got, to implement those, you require those type of syllabus, you require those kind of tools. Okay, so hence this is happening.
सर ऐसे कोई एप्स पोर्टल्स आपके ध्यान में हो जो आयुर्वेद स्टूडेंट्स को मतलब बेसिक फर्स्ट ईयर से लेके फाइनल ईयर तक काम आ सके?
Yes, so I am like I will highly not encourage first year students basically to use these tools.
Okay.
Especially for their social well-being, or especially for their mental health, or especially to reduce their time, screen time. What do we have? If I check what's your screen time, it will be more than 10 hours. Yes, because you are talking on phone, everything has become phone. And if you could study out of your phone, why don't you? But let's not take it that way. For the first year students, they are new, no doubt. So they should spend more time in socializing, learning new things. But talking about tools, any tools they can use, the basic tools. So like complete anatomy is there for the anatomy learning. It is like wonderful. Even you can go through anatomy's table, but up to the mark, there is these many 2D softwares are available, 3D softwares are available. E-samhitas are there. Okay, and you can do a simple voice recorder can be a tool for you. If you want to learn sloka, you are new to Sanskrit. First year students are new to Sanskrit. They haven't learned any time. So they instead of just writing down sloka and by hearting, they feel frustrated. So instead of them in their voice itself, they can record once and they can listen to it. They can prepare voice notes. They can refer others also. Okay, so those tools can be used. But for higher studies, for PG students or for MD, MS scholars or any researchers, they can refer like many tools. Just now I have given Quiltboard, ChatGPT. These are basic, but again according to requirement, based on their you know what needs to be done, what needs to not to be, they can make their own tool. And I will highly suggest, if you can learn, it's a free course available on Google to machine learning module, MLM ka. So you do this course of like 1 week or 2 week, and you will know how to train AI. Very easy. The data set you prepare, you put it on, and you ask questions, and you make it available. I've recently came across, now like you mentioned, I'm the not only one in Ayurveda who is enthusiastic about the technology. Dr. Prasanna is there, who had developed many tools for the Ayurveda fraternity, like Dravya Guna, and some other tools are there for everyone. So you can check out his profile also. So he is an inspiration for those who want to do something in Ayurveda intelligence.
Yes.
Let's say.
ओके और सर मॉडर्न टेक्नोलॉजी में आजकल स्मार्ट वॉचेस आई हैं तो स्मार्ट वॉचेस में जनरली पल्सेस हार्ट बीट्स ये सर दिखाते हैं कितना परसेंट एक्यूरेट होता है वो और उसमें सच में हम रिलायबल रह सकते हैं
हाँ, उन्होंने, आप बिलीव नहीं करोगे, इफ यू रिवर्स इंजीनियर दोस, let's say those sensors or whatever sensors we use in the medical grade sensors are there in the hospital, that monitor is there, ECG, pulse, blood pressure, all those sensors, they go through certain process. If you see how they were built, what was the sample size, you might have seen beta version of few things. So they get trained on that. Even as you say, like the muscle movements, so which extensor and flexor group of muscles, when you move, even they detect those. You might have seen the pinch feature on the Apple Watch, okay, or the gyroscope, or the fist movement, or the twisting movement. So these are associated with those sensors. Those are trained that way. The R&D they do, at what level they do, and what was the sample size. If you look at those, you will wonder to know that they are even measuring simplest movements, simplest pinch happening in their wrist. So definitely, if they are approved, if they are out there, those sensors or those tools are available. I'll give you a simple example. Like recent events, they have added up the temperature thermometer or the temperature feature in the watches. So it's good for female health. We have taught, or we have been teaching the ovulation measurement.
Body temperature rises during
basal body temperature. Okay, so early morning you check the temperature of female, and you tell that at what stage the ovulation is happening, what is the ovulatory cycle is going on.
It also provides a graph-like structure. Yes.
Yeah, so it is available. So it is at easily, you can, if somebody is using that, you can use their data. Also, you can use the tools which are available. The muscle movement tools are available. You can use those if Apple allows you or any other company which are working on that. So you can use those tools to develop your idea, to build your idea, to build your tool, or to work in Ayurveda.
आयुर्वेद में सर अभी एक रिसेंट मॉडर्न मतलब टेक्नोलॉजी यूज होते हुए मैंने देखी है, दैट इज नाड़ी तरंगिणी यंत्र. इट इज़
Yes.
यूज नाड़ी परीक्षा करने के लिए वो यूज़ किया जाता है. तो मतलब
Yes.
जो आयुर्वेदिक प्रैक्टिशनर्स जो नाड़ी देखते हैं वो देखने में और नाड़ी तरंगिणी यूज़ करने में, इज देयर एनीथिंग डिफरेंट और इट विल गिव दैट एक्यूरेट diagnosis?
So, Nadi Pariksha done by a Vaidya is totally based on the Vedya's practice, who he has learnt from, and what he's looking up, what criteria or what are the measurement he's having is in mind. Understood? So those points are on that Vedya only. But Nadi Tarangini, or though I'm not an expert, but these are my personal views, Nadi Tarangini, how it was trained, what was the sample size, and what were the measurements it is taking. Based on that, it is giving you the result. And since it's a success tool which many of Vedyas use currently, so that can be used, and it's a great work. You see how wonderful it is doing. So likewise, that's what I said. Ki, uses of these tools are endless. You can use it. For example, any movements or any, what do you say? You train the certain machines or certain modules based on the data. You tell them these are these points. So for the Prakriti assessment, for the diagnosis perspective, for the social well-being, or let's just say for the simple, if you want to today, recently you might have seen in the Shark Tank also, they were using this AI, how you are lifting up your weight. I forgot that name, but they are using the video of yours, how you are exercising, okay, and how you are distributing your body weight. Based on that, machine will do the changes and it will give you suggestions how much you should lift, what activities you should do.
No need of gym trainer.
Yeah, the gym trainers and that that has been fixed. Why somebody is not doing it for yoga?
Yes, definitely.
Though data is available, everything is available. Even themselves, they if they are doing it, why you are not doing it? But again, tools are there, but to train those who is packing up their bags, किसने कमर कसी है ये बनाने के लिए, so that is required.
मतलब ऐसा देखा जाए तो आयुर्वेद should open up and
It has to open up. It has to open up. Otherwise, ancient is ancient. What we say.
सर एआई का जनरली अभी ओटी में भी बहुत यूज देखने को मिला है, जो माइक्रो लेवल पे जाके जो सर्जरीज होती है स्पेसिफिकली न्यूरो सर्जरीज में, उसमें एक्यूरेसी कितनी है सर एआई की?
AI की सर्जरी again, surgery in Ayurveda is again a gray area.
Yes.
So we say we used to perform these surgeries. We were doing all the major surgeries, very complex surgeries. Though yes, we were doing, but where are we now? Where are the regulatory bodies? Where is once, let's just say, you can perform any surgery. Okay, but are you that confident? Have you seen that number of cases? Have you assisted those number of cases to perform those surgeries? If you are, yes, that is what regulatory bodies will ask. But again, I told you in the first place, it's a chicken egg situation. So they are not providing this is not happening like this, so it is going round and round. So these things has to be done.
कैन मतलब आयुर्वेदिक सर्जरीज भी अगर हम लोग एआई का हेल्प लेके उसमें भी एडवांसमेंट कर सकते हैं, बहुत
कर सकते हैं क्यों नहीं, लेकिन अगेन डिपेंड करता है कि आप किस फील्ड में करना चाहते हैं, किस तरीके से करना चाहते हैं.
तो सर फ्यूचर चैलेंजेस क्या हो सकते हैं, मतलब ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा?
फ्यूचर चैलेंजेस, फ्यूचर छोड़िए आप, करंट चैलेंजेस आर देयर. द डेटा सेट और द raw data, good data, authentic data that you can rely on. आज डेटा फेक डेटा कुछ ऐसे ही बिल्डअप करके आप डेटा बिल्ड करके ट्रेन करोगे मॉडल को नहीं. So authentic good data needs to be done, and by the good physicians, those who are well skilled in that. अब कल को आप किसी को भी जाके कह दोगे कि मुझे ये चाहिए, इतना चाहिए, he should be capable of doing that. And open hand is required for the Ayurveda fraternity people also. Okay, they should give space to the technology, so जो पंगु की जगह है वो मूव करना शुरू कर.
ऐसे लास्ट क्वेश्चन कि अगर आपने जैसे बताया कि ऑथेंटिक डेटा चाहिए, उसके लिए हम मतलब कौन से ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल को टारगेट करें जो हमें ऑथेंटिक डेटा प्रोवाइड करे, और ऐसे कौन से लोगों को इसमें इन्वॉल्व करना चाहिए कि जो एआई को और आयुर्वेद को का अमलगमेशन करने में अच्छी तरह से हेल्प कर सके हमें?
आप कीजिए फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, जो जिस भी फील्ड का, फॉर एग्जांपल सिंपल एग्जांपल आप ज्वर का ले लें, या फिर कोई भी जैसे कोई कैंसर का ले लें या कुछ भी ले लें, तो उसके जो फील्ड के जो लोग हैं जिन्होंने इस पे काम किया है, जो उस फील्ड के दे आर ऑथेंटिकेटेड टू डू दोज प्रैक्टिसेस, और उन्होंने एंड नंबर ऑफ केसेस उन्होंने देखे हैं अपने करियर में. ठीक है, फर्स्ट इज दोज, सो दे बिकम दी these part, what you say, like medical part. Then you take the set of people from the technology part, those who are working on these, those who know that how to train on these modules, and then you can make them sit together, have a discussion, and then train the module and have the data set. So that needs to be done. उसमें क्या होगा, आपने पहले डेटा बना लिया, चलो मैं इस पे मैं एआई मॉडल ट्रेन करूँगा, लेकिन डेटा कलेक्शन के टाइम पे ही आपको पता नहीं है क्या क्या डेटा कलेक्ट करना है. सो फोरसाइट इज नीडेड, दूरदर्शिता रखनी है कि मुझे वहाँ पहुँचना है. देन यू प्लान दिस, प्रिपेयर ऑल द थिंग्स दैट कैन बी डन.
सो थैंक यू सर फॉर ज्वाइनिंग अस. आपका कन्वर्सेशन सच में आई ओपनिंग था, और डेफिनेटली आगे आयुर्वेद के फ्यूचर को ब्राइट करने में हेल्प करेगा सर. थैंक यू सर.
थैंक यू वेरी मच, थैंक यू फॉर हैविंग मी. आई बिलीव जो भी फिलहाल जो टेक्नोलॉजिकल एडवांसमेंट्स और जितनी भी एडवांसमेंट्स मेडिकल फील्ड में हो रही हैं, आयुर्वेदा उनको लीड करे. मैं आशा करता हूँ जैसे हम अभी भी फर्स्ट स्टेप, सेकंड स्टेप, थर्ड स्टेप ना दें. जैसे आपने देखा होगा पहले एयरटेल, वोडाफोन, आइडिया, वो 1G 2G 3G करके आए, लेकिन जियो ने सीधा 4G से एंट्री किया. तो विदाउट wasting time on what currently has already done and tested by the other medical sciences, without wasting time on those, we should focus on the recent scenarios, what currently going on. Okay, so to prepare and to address those problems, I believe if anyone or all the Ayurveda students, all the Ayurveda researchers, all the faculties should focus on, that is my take home message, and prepare data, authentic data.
Yes, sir.
So
Definitely.
thank you once again. Thank you.